I've been lucky enough in life to experience very little hardship. I was fortunate enough to be born in a good home. I'm a white male. I have a very good relationship with my parents. I attend a very good school with a high standard of education. And I hardly suffer from any stress or anxiety. So whilst doing research for this speech, I really struggled to find poems that directly link to me. Most poems written are on some sort of protest. So when I read poems that tackle the harsh reality that women, minorities, and impoverished people face, I sometimes question what the point of reading it is if I can't relate to it on a deeper level. However, I've come to realize that poetry is not only a tool that allows people to express their inner voices in a beautifully worded way, but also a tool that allows people like me the opportunity to hear these voices. Poetry has given me the ability to feel empathetic and to understand why the sea animal on land is wanting to fly. I'm Lebanese, so it is in my genetics to love food, and one of my favorite foods ever is bread. However, upon reading Portrait of a Loaf of Bread, I now understand that my experience with this amazing bundle of yeast is very different to that of someone who is less privileged than me. The poet's use of diction is very deliberate. He uses soft words such as warmly wrapped, slice, toast, and food bedecked to describe a way in which a financially comfortable family experiences bread. This is in contrast to the harder words used, such as mola hunk, to describe how a laborer eats his bread at lunch. This clearly shows that despite all human beings being equal in their love for bread, our living conditions and circumstances are vastly different. The laborer licks his lips and laughs as he tries to savor every moment, showing me that bread is a luxury for some people in this world, and that I should be grateful for my circumstances. Being a matric, I'm obviously concerned about my marks, seeing that my future studies depend on them. However, by focusing too much on achieving good marks, I tend to leave things to the last minute, as I find it overwhelming. But the poem Golden Retrievals has shown me that I'm not the only one stuck thinking about the future. Golden Retrievals follows a dog who is trying to help his owner live in the moment. I particularly enjoyed reading this poem, as we see the life through a dog's eyes, something that I've never seen before in another poem. This poem has shown me that I should not be off in some fog concerning tomorrow, but rather focusing on making the most out of today. The golden retriever in this poem constantly jumped from one thing to another, without pondering on something for too long. Just like the dog behind me, we need to learn how to live in the moment. Wolf and Woman is a poem that I would never expect to enjoy, but it really stuck out to me because it gave such a powerful message, despite being so short. This poem is a perfect example of how poetry shoots syllables into the barriers of the unknown. Poetry does not have to be long-winded to have an effect on the reader. In fact, in my opinion, shorter poems with simpler language are way more effective in expressing emotion, as they can be easily interpreted by anyone. This poem showed me that women shouldn't be made to feel apologetic for being opinionated and proud. Society has portrayed powerful women as dangerous and fierce, just like wolves. But I would never be the same person if my mom wasn't so courageous and wild. Poetry has given me the ability to understand the barriers that women have to go through to be successful in our society. This poem was not only made to inspire women to be strong and independent, but also to show men that women should be allowed to be as confident and opinionated as we are. I'm grateful that poetry has given me the ability to hear these voices through so many different perspectives. I've gained a much better understanding of the world around me and how different our lives are. Poetry inspires critical thinking like nothing else. It challenges the way we see things, and it tells us stories in only a few lines. If you look hard enough, you'll always find a poem that gives you another outlook on life. And you might even find one on how rainbows are made and why they go away. Thank you.